Hey everyone, welcome back to the No Wildlife Challenge. We're here in Idle Camp in the Zone of Contamination, starting episode 18. Now, this is episode 18. This probably looks a little different. I actually slept to full energy, and then I did a little bit of cooking outside, and then I realized I wasn't recording. So that is all you guys missed, I promise you. You probably missed like 2 hours in game. Nothing crazy. And thankfully, I realized that I wasn't recording when I did, because that would have been a tragedy. So we just woke up from getting a full night's sleep. I decided that the fire was going to go right here. So I'll kind of keep what I did the same. Light it up. We're going to put our reishi teas down. And we're going to make some more reishi teas, I believe, as well. And we'll find an odd place to put them here. You can put them on the railings, is what I found out. We'll see if that still works. It should. Okay, great. So I'm going to do a piece of coal and some cedar. We'll get that temperature up. Piece of coal and some cedar is what I put on the original fire that I wasn't recording. So we're going to take all these out. Going to put them all on here. I think right here should work. Yep. I'll put another one right here. Nice. Love to see it. Okay, so while that's getting going, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a little bit of water. And in this one, we're going to make some rosips. Or not some rosips, some mushrooms. There we go. Some good stuff. We'll get that going. Put another one on. All these are hot. We're going to add another one to the collection. So yeah, in the last episode, we decided that we're pretty much done with the zone of contamination. There might be a few little nooks and crannies here and there that we didn't search out, but I'm actually okay with that. I'm really fine with it. Not the end of the world. So we're gonna get moving. I did decide that I think what I want to do is go into the zone of my goodness, we're already in the zone of contamination. Sundered Pass. Sundered Pass. That's where I want to go. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll head back to Transfer Pass in this episode, and we'll see where the game takes us, if you will, right? Okay, that's just far enough away. All these are good. Okay, energy. We're fine. Sunrise. It's foggy right now, which is nice. It would be really good for travel. 8. 4. Okay. I'll take that, and we'll pocket that can. Got a bunch of teas on the ready. Oh, fell through the cracks there. I think you can put them, yeah, right there. Awesome. 24 minutes, that is a long wait. But that is okay. Alright, I could use one of my peaches kind of as a warming bonus as well. I think I will. I'm going to drop both of my tools here. And I'm going to drop the 49% can. There we go. Actually, might just move it on the fire. It might be a little quicker than just having it right there. Let's see, 11. That doesn't matter. Okay, still have the same amount of teas that I had. Sunrise, it's coming. It is coming. Alright, I'm going to rip off a few torches. But we should be, yeah, we should be pretty good on weight, which is really nice. Which is real good. I am going to dump everything that's below 30%. It's like half our torch supply, but... Okay, not that. It can go away. That should be about 30. Ooh, that's nice. It's a nice, like, 45% right there. Okay, not a bad one. We're nice and warm, so we might as well go. Make it easy for us going to Transfer Pass. I'm excited for Sundered Pass. Typically, Sundered Pass is like really sketchy just because of all the Timberwolves that are constantly patrolling, but it does seem like we should have a little bit of an easier time, obviously, without any wildlife. Nice, they all fit in there, great. Okay, let's grab those two. Almost forgot them. Let's head out. I don't think we had any pelts that we were needing to worry about in this region, so we'll just move. Yeah, our main threat in Sundered Pass is just going to be the cold, because Sundered Pass is the coldest region in the game. So we'll play it one little structure at a time, one little cave at a time, and we'll see. I don't think Did I go in here yet? Definitely not, because I didn't leave the door open. Don't think it matters anyway. Alright. Onward. There's going to be some areas of toxic gas that we're going to have to dodge. I think I already see one right there. Let's go around this way. Okay, picking everything back up, we got about 90 pounds, but we're going to be drinking through a lot of that weight, if you will. So not the worst thing ever. Then I'll probably munch on those peaches here in a minute. Okay, gotta go all the way around. Yep, I'm on the way out. Alright, let me get behind like a tree here in a second or so, and I can drink my peaches up. Okay, we're in the gas again, that's okay. Head up this way. Get away from it, here we go. Nice. Alright, can I please have some shade from the wind? Here we go. Alright, peaches, you're up. Nice. Not the biggest warmth bonus in the world, but it is something. Yeah, this, you can see it right here, what we're wearing for our gloves. That is the biggest find that I think we've had so far in this playthrough. Those rabbit skin mittens are an unbelievable step of progress right there. I mean, think about it, right? That would have cost us, what, 2 rabbit pelts, maybe? I think it's either 2 or 3 to make. And then that would have already put us behind in those resources. But now we got basically a free... Oh, we got a lot of good stuff here. Torch-wise, anyway. We got our free rabbit skin mittens, and then we can now use all the already rare rabbit pelts to repair the mittens. So really, really looking good. 76%, and they're fairly high too. So we won't really need to be fixing them anytime soon, which is just so nice. Alright, I do think all my coal, by the way, is coming with me in Sundered Pass. Just gonna put that out there. Obviously, right? Okay, what do I want to do here? Probably just go around. Pick that up. Don't really need to be drinking every single tea just to keep my temperature up. But going into Sundered Pass, it will be nice to just kind of... Can I get any wind shade somewhere? Alright. Oh, right there. Here we go. Okay, let's take a tea out. Would be nice to go into Sundered Pass with pretty full condition. Because we will be getting cold at some point, 100%. There we go, that warmed us up very nicely. Okay, got a little toxic area. It's alright. We're out of it. Please be a nice, gentle drop. Nice. Gotta be careful doing that in this challenge, because deer hides and rabbit skins are not easy to get. And if I tear my clothing, that's just a shame. Interested to remember where I left certain deer hides. I do know that the one place that we do really need to go at some point is back to the bunker in Pleasant Valley, because I did leave a lot of pelts there. But other than that, I know I have pelts in Mystery Lake and whatnot. So it will be kind of a remembering game, which is why I go to the notes so often. But there's been no need to, at least in the far territory so far. Haven't really come across any deers to harvest out. Which is nice in its own way, because it doesn't slow us down, but... Get some acorns over here, maybe? Not the biggest user of acorns, though, I gotta be honest. And from what I've heard, the acorn coffee is just not really worth all the trouble of obtaining acorn grounds and using a heavy hammer and whatnot, so I think I'll just pass on all of them. Obviously, if it's right in my way, I'll take it, but... Okay. I'll drink another tea, only because I have a ton of reishis just chilling out in my inventory. I did save a lot of my thirst bar for that. 2 degrees. What are we looking at? Okay. Not a problem. Alright, well here we are, right? Just about. Go right through here. So it's 2 degrees in the zone of contamination. Let's see what it is over in Transfer Pass. Probably slightly warmer if I had to guess. Slightly colder. Or the same. Okay. It is what it is. Keep following this road. That'll take us to Vacant Depot. I'm gonna probably drop a lot of stuff, obviously. We're pretty overweight. And we'll just kind of prepare ourselves for that journey over into Sundered Pass. Now, what I could really do is I could just decide to, you know, go into Forsaken Airfield and just say, hey, let's go comb Sundered Pass too while we're over there. And then head into the cave that goes into Sundered Pass. I could very well do that. Actually, might not be the worst idea. It's just going to be that carry weight. There's a lot of stuff I'm trying to forage for, and not a lot of inventory room to carry things. So that's kind of my only reasoning for going to a region, coming back here, and then going to another, and then coming back again, just to do this as thoroughly as possible. Kind of surviving on the move in Forsaken Airfield. I'm not going to be able to bring a lot of cool stuff back here. Not necessarily looking for cool stuff, really just looking for things that will help with not dying. Alright, mill flour, some coal, some oil I saw as well. I think I have a little bit more stuff to add to the collection here. I'm going to just move these into a separate suitcase. I got a few, it looks like, here. Alright, let's do all the sticks. We'll do that. I'm gonna say Forsaken Airfield's probably next, so why don't I just put that in there? Could do the 2, I'll put 1 away. Put 4 of those away. I'm gonna keep one of the books on us too. Let's dump some matches as well. Fire Striker, I think I'm gonna leave too, just because it is a 100% chance to start a fire with a book and a match, so we'll just leave that as is. So in here was all the food, right? Yeah, so let's put this in there. Probably gonna dump a lot of the food poisoning items, if you will. A lot of coffee too, I'll leave. Could leave the potatoes as well. Let's do that. They're heavy. They are heavy. The river oats I'm also gonna leave. Hey Peaches, you're gonna probably have to chill out here. Same with the sardines. I'm gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that too. Okay, so not a ton of food we're bringing. That's honestly okay, but that does kind of make me think that maybe we should definitely keep on the move and explore Sundered Pass after Forsaken Airfield, just because of now how light we are. I mean, let's be honest, a lot of the weight that I do carry is from firewood, you know, because my clothing is not that good. So I think that's what I will, what I'll do is we'll start in Forsaken Airfield, and then we'll move into Sundered Pass. I think that is great. Let's drop... There's just no need to drop it, huh? Let's put the rest of the tools and such in here. Jerry can. 1 whetstone. Prepared acorns, you can just go on and get out of here. I'm good on you. Same with these. Put 2 of those away. Alright. Obviously, we're going to be back for a lot of this stuff. Yeah. I like that. We'll keep all of this, too. Maybe I will dump all that in there, though. Dump the burdock as well. Good. Put the shoes away. Gonna try out the chemical boots on this run, I'm thinking. I could actually keep the crampons here as well. That might be a hot take, but I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna... Anyone else? Final call. Final call. I think we're pretty much A-okay to move. So, yeah, it's just, do I want to move now, or do I want to wait until it gets a little warmer outside? I kind of think I want to wait. Maybe I'll start a fire and reheat some of the teas. Would be nice for another piece of coal. Alright, let me grab what I left behind here. There we go. Might just ditch the piece of coal and I'll use my sticks. Yeah, I've got 20 of them. Alright. Getting the foot in the door in the far territory. That's what it's all about. Anyway. See if we get this. I think we do have it. Nice. I'm gonna just throw you in the back. Don't really need ya. Alright. Still pretty hot. Those teas were, but I'm gonna lay them all out again. I think I actually did use a few. There we go. Nice. Make some more water too. Account for the lighter inventory. Might as well, right? Okay, you're warming. We'll shake them all. Good. Alright. I'm gonna make one more little cup. I think I did drink 2 in total, so 2 would be perfect. Great. I think I make more water from that. "15 minutes. There we go. I'm not going to do any more than that. Good. Put that back. Got 67. Got 10 more. That's going to bring us to 80. Good. Alright. We are fully warm. Let's grab some torches and let's head on out. Let's head on out. Now, food is definitely gonna... I think for the first few in-game hours, maybe first in-game day in Forsaken Airfield, food might be a little bit of a problem. Had to dump a lot of that food poisoning here, but I think in all we should be okay. Because, like I said, we're gonna keep on the move. A little nomad lifestyle here for a little bit. Let's get going. Any deer carcasses will have to be harvested. They're greatly appreciated, obviously. Should be good. Now, I guess I am kind of just here thinking to myself, should I maybe take my little shortcut that gets me straight into the hangar? Or should I continue on and bypass the trailer and everything? I don't know. I don't know. The trailer might have food, definitely. And the hangar we're just going to get to in time. Oof, it is cold. It is cold. I might, you know, have to just straight up go for the hangar just because of how cold it is. I'm gonna see how much condition I guess I can lose maybe without it being too serious. But yeah, no, this cold is no joke. Okay, 2 down in the shade. 7 degrees, warmer than this morning. Obviously. Drinking a tea would help with calories too, so it's not a bad idea. Let's hop in here. I think I'll drink one of my teas when I get in here. Search it out. A candy bar would be appreciated. Okay. Alright. Gotta drink one already, but we've been pretty good about not drinking teas, I feel, for the last several episodes. So in turn, we do have a lot saved up. Alright, have a little bit of time to decide what I want to do. I kind of think it is a hike from here to the trailer. Definitely is. It's a big hike. But there is a chance for some food there. You know? Alright, I'm going to go to the trailer. We're going to mix things up a little bit. I know that shortcut can save a lot of time. And it can get us into a warm area pretty quickly, but I'm going to say that we go to the trailer. Explore as much area as we can. That'll be a good start. Oh, can I step over? Thank you. I'm going to grab some of these just in case I got to start a fire, which certainly may have to. Yeah, so Forsaken Airfield is another bitterly cold region. Can't remember if it was colder than Sundered Pass or not. Or sorry, the zone of contamination or not. I think it is slightly colder if I had to guess. Did a whole video on the warmest and coldest regions, so if you have not looked at that, or first of all, I should say, if you're curious about all that stuff, hey rocks, listen. I don't need one falling on me. But if you're ever curious about the warmest and coldest regions, go ahead and check that video out, because that one was pretty cool. I did enjoy doing the research for that video. Basically, in short though, Bleak Inlet and Sundered Pass, the 2 coldest regions in the game. Because they can both get down to like -70°C, which is, ooh, off the top of my head, -94°F. Brutally cold. Alright. I think that shortcut option passed already, which is fine. Already made up my mind, but there's another car here. I'll check it out. Could get some food. It's really just a glove box that has the chance. Nothing else, really. Okay. Nothing up there, nothing on the dashboard. Let's get moving. Gonna drink up another tea here in a minute, I'm thinking. Can't tell which way the wind's coming from anymore. If the wind's coming at your back, it should give you a little boost. I think I've talked about this before. Oh, here we go. Drink up another one real quick. Yeah, the wind should give you a little boost. It's just like in real life, you know? You got a tailwind and it becomes a little easier to walk around and everything. Especially running, you can really feel it in running. I remember in high school I had to do the... did a lot in high school. I had to do the 2-mile race. And, oh my goodness, brutal headwind coming off the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, horrible. But it makes you a little bit of a stronger runner, believe it or not. But no, headwind's awful in this game and in real life. But a tailwind can make it easier. A little faster. Remember, I had a tailwind for my 100-meter race, 100-meter dash. Improved my time by like 0.2 seconds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but in the 100-meter, it certainly is. But the tough thing with like any wind, really, when you're doing long distance, is, especially on a track, is when the track is a circle. So whatever direction the wind's coming from, you're going to have a headwind for at least a little bit. Most preferably on the corners of a track, since it's the shortest little distance before it curves into the straightaway. But anyway, back to this. Yeah, a tailwind would be great to speed you along in this game. Alright, here's going to be a good view of the airfield. I do kind of like this region. It's one of the better ones. Every region they release gets better and better. Just because it's got more things to do, I feel. Alright, might stop in the cave for a little bit. It's like a cave up here past this turn. This would be horrible to fall down. Yeah, look at us, huh? We're making it. Wheelie's turn. Here we go. Hello, Airfield. How are we today? Cold is the answer to that. Alright. So we're nearing the trailer. We're close. We're close. Might just try to bypass all of the... My goodness, we have so many sticks. This is low stick spawn, by the way. Very low. But I don't think there's an option for very low. It's just plain low. But still. A lot of stuff. Let's get on this torch quickly, because it's about to go out. And I think it's out right there. Or just about. Alright, let me do a little decision making here. I'm probably just going to go in the cave just to look if there's anything on the ground. Ooh, look at the rose hips. Nice. That's what I like. How much weight do I have? 76? Perfect. Gonna certainly pick up some more of these. I might just hang out in the cave. It's going to be the last fire that we have for a little bit, because there's no need to start a fire in that trailer. Or around that trailer. So I very well might just prepare some stuff here. And by the way, I think we will find mill flour and cooking oil in the little... What's it called? I always forget the name of it. The hangar. So that is a thing. Ooh, some extra coal for myself. Hey. Alright. Always here for that. What do you have? Nothing. Nothing back here either. How'd you freeze to death? You got, like, coal over there. You had coal over there anyway. Okay. Just kind of a thinking fire, if you will. So I can sit here, warm up a little faster. Think about life. How everything's gone. All the good stuff. Think about my calculus class that I have tonight. The fun stuff. It's a little windy, though. Glad I stopped in here. Okay. Cool. Everything's good. I am probably just going to do a lot of the sticks. And let's dig into the pack and eat a little bit. So windy. Stop being loud, please. Eat some cattails, too. I'm sure we'll come across a deer carcass at some point. Okay, we'll take it down to 25. There we go. Cool. I got a little extra room in the inventory, so I think I'll make a little bit of water along with some more reishis. How many reishis did I drink? I'm not quite sure. I think it was 2, if I had to guess. I think it was 2 or 1. I have no idea. We'll figure it out, though. There we go. I'm gonna put them all down and shake them. Didn't have to put any coal on this fire to get me to have 3 arrows up. Oh, that was the last of my ratios. Okay. That is not a problem. Pocket this again. Alright, it is probably going to be a little chilly out there, but I think I might just go ahead and brave it. We are full warmth, so why don't we try to capitalize a little bit. Pick up, and I'm going to pick up all of these. Should be able to fit all of them in here. Let's see. Okay, we could have got away with one more. That's what I thought. But let's see if we can get to the trailer without having to use any help from the T's. And this torch is going to go out so fast. Yep. Thank you for your service. -16. Here we go with that brutal weather. Here we go. It's a Forsaken Airfield special right there, that wind chill. -43, are you serious? Wild. There's another car right here. We'll search it out real quick. I do have the pry bar, right? Yes, good. I was gonna say, that would have been ridiculous if I left that behind. There we go. Gotta make sure I was in the wind cover for this. Okay, nothing going on. A little better in here, but not by much. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, I saw one down there. It's one down for a little bit. One arrow. There we go. Right there. Heading out, though. Brutal. Very brutal. I'm gonna try to take some more sticks with me. It was actually really nice that we didn't use any coal there. In fact, we took in 3 pieces. That was great. You can see why I'm so happy. Because of just how cold it is. Great. Let's get the move on. Okay. Do I drink a tea, or do I maybe wait? I don't know. I think I might just drink one. Yeah, I'm just gonna drink one. We've done a pretty good job at not using teas the last few episodes, so kind of do this for a little bit. So when we get back to Mystery Lake and everything, and we're surrounded by, you know, more resources, if you will, with all of our deer pelts and guts and such, we probably should invest in more clothing. I do want to have an eye on the wolfskin coat. I think that would be fantastic, and I think what would be fantastic is another deerskin for our pants. The combat pants are really good find, but nothing's going to be better than the deerskin pants. Well, except the snow pants, anyway. So, we will, we'll gauge it. We have certainly enough resources. We just need a sewing kit, which I have yet to find. But we've got a whole wide region ahead of us. We've got 2 wide regions ahead of us. We should be good on finding a sewing kit. Goodness, the worst right now. Okay, that trailer is going to be right around here. I'm going to try not to drink another tea, just because of how close the trailer is to us right now. We'll save them for a little later date. Did I pick up my, I did. That wouldn't have been extremely tragic if I left it, but it would have been kind of annoying. Could have been some cattails in there, but I'm not going to check. Okay. There's the trailer right there. Goodness. Got a little warmer, but... Oh, never mind. Alrighty then. Alright, well. No wind, I'm always a fan of that. We've got this classic sign. I always take a screenshot of that. I've got maybe 5 of that exact same image in my long dark screenshot folder on my computer. My goodness. That's alright. Okay. Here's the trailer. I'll do a little bit of investigating outside before I get cold. Let's see, is there more? There is more. Wow, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huge. That is great. Journal page. I'll just take it. Junker's Paddock. Okay. The fact we're not even cold yet, it's crazy. Ooh, soda. Thank you. Appreciate that. Nothing in here. The fact we're still warm is crazy. Oh, here we go. Polaroid. Come on, man. Something else on a Polaroid. Is there anything else on that? No. Alright. Getting indoors before I can lose a point of condition. There we go. I think we got away with it, too. Nice. Alright, let's do a little bit of an in-depth search. The main reason I wanted to come here was for food. And I did get a little bit. Recycled can, that's fine. Let's open up these. There we go. Okay. Come on. Something. Oh, goodness. Yeah, part of playing this game is realizing on the higher difficulties, anytime you hope for something, it's likely just not going to happen. Alright, well... I was expecting a little bit of food, and you know what? I did get some food. I did, at the end of the day. I got a soda, too, which I'm going to drink. So, I did get stuff. Just not really what I wanted, but it's okay. Not a problem. Okay, so... here's what might happen, right? I might want to get moving to the aviation hangar. I might shed condition for that little jog down there, but I don't think I'm going to go without maybe sleeping at least 2 hours. So why don't I do that? Hopefully that wind calms. Sounds like it. Maybe a little bit, anyway. Okay, nice and warm. That's what I want. I think I'm just going to straight up get going. Okay. Yeah, actually. No, I'll absolutely take this weather. Let's get out of here. I'm kind of on the grind a little bit with moving and everything. It's been kind of nice. 88 pounds. Not going to pick up any more sticks. Here we go. Alright, yeah, usually, this is not the way I would usually go. Oh, here comes the wind again. A classic, huh? Yeah, this is not the way I'd usually go, because typically this is always just infested with wolves down this way, but not today. Not ever in this save. We're absolutely gonna get cold. Look at that, negative 40 wind chill. Which is also negative 40 Celsius. Goodness, alright. Continue on. I do expect to get cold. I don't really want to start a warm-up fire in this weather because I know it's going to get put out instantly. Alright, A lovely day, I guess. Yeah, it's 2 down in the wind shelter. So it would have been kind of nice to not have the wind, but I understand. Some things need to happen. We did good, though. We did good about keeping our condition up. So now that we're in places that we can shed a little bit of the condition, we're gonna. And honestly, might get a full night's sleep tonight, too, because even if glimmer fog does show itself again, we do have the basement of the hangar, which is one of the places that you can get away from any glimmer fog. So that's nice. Is that the hangar right there? I don't think... maybe. Perhaps. Potentially. Some cattails down here, though. Yeah, let's see. Doesn't look like much, but this river should run right beside the hangar. Even though the wind shade doesn't really matter right now, I'll still take it. Kind of in this river for cattails as well. Would be a nice find. We're going to find a good amount of food in the hangar. Oh, here we go. Going to find a good amount of food where we're going. Not worried. Nice. I will get cold for this. I do not mind. There we go. Low condition recovery is not 0 condition recovery. Although when you're awake and moving around, it basically is 0. Okay, let me go over to that little opening right there on the left side of the river. It's not even a river, it's like a little creek. It's a river. I'd give it river status. Looks wide enough. Thanks, wind, for calming down once I'm freezing. Love that. Alright. Is this another little, like, river, or is it just the same one over on this side? This is absolutely a river. Oh, there we go. I see where we gotta be. Cool. Oh, it's just a winding. Same one, just winding. Got it. Head this way. So there's a few places that I'm gonna want to hit while we're here. Obviously, the airport here is the main attraction, but some other attractions include Mindful Cabin. What's it? Drift Islands Cabin? I forget what that one's called, but you get the point. The islands over that way. Alright. There is the aviation hangar. I'm probably... Which one am I going to hit first? I do think I'll probably hit the aviation one first. We'll loot it out best we can. Probably going to take us a little bit to loot out. This is a big place of interest. And then we'll finish up by doing the other things as well. I might as well grab the shortwave radio. I mean, we're here. It weighs nothing in the inventory. So I think I'll grab it, and then maybe like in Desolation Point or something, when we're like out that direction, we can repair one of the transmitters and find some free stuff, hopefully, without getting too cold. That very well might be how we get some extra things in terms of loot, so that'll be nice. Alright, conditions ticking down, but we're just about here. I will search this out and then the car, and then we'll hop inside. We've done pretty good with cabin fever. I don't think we have a high chance of it. So I'm going to act like that, like we're good. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look and see. Main hangar. I always feel like I think I said this in the last episode, I feel like my sensitivity's higher. Side of the cars here. guess in this case, the helicopter. Did I come in here for nothing? Well. Okay. Some cured leather. Can't complain. And then obviously nothing in the front. Usually never is. It's getting nice out now that I'm ready to go inside. A classic, right? Let's open this up. Alright. Nothing in the back seat. Anything in the glove box? No. Cool. Alright. Let's get inside. Lost a chunk of condition today, but using it as a resource, you know? And it just saves resources too, with how we use it. Alright, in here now. There's a good spot to be. I think I'll start by examining the downstairs. Let's break this out. So we'll do the downstairs first. Get this all done, and then we'll continue upstairs. I'm going to assume nothing's under there. Right, hangar basement. Just gonna take that anyway. Do have a workbench down here. Something to note. It's a temp down here, 50 degrees with the lantern. Cool. Some salt. Here's some potatoes. That's nice. That'll be some stuff we use, definitely. Potatoes can be used for... Oh, wow, look at all the festive lights, too. Potatoes can be used for a warmth bonus, too. So probably could... This piece of coal. Probably could get using those at some point. There's some lamp fuel. I will take... Good on those socks. The forge. That's right. This place does have a forge. Even more coal. Wow. There's a good bit laying around here. That seems like all, though. Seems like all. I think... No, we're just going to leave that. You can find a car battery elsewhere, I think, right? I don't know. I do want to repair the transmitter while I'm here, though. Probably would be the best thing to do for myself. So we'll have to get on that at some point. Obviously soon. Some point soon. Okay. On the hunt for food. Cured leather. Okay. We'll keep an eye on our food, though. I'm gonna drop a few things over here, though, first. I think one of them is gonna be just like all the torches, just about. They're still good. Just gonna drop them, though. The hacksaw, don't need right now. The hatchet I probably don't need right now, either. We'll just keep that there. What else do I not need? That can be dropped. Good for cured leather, so let's keep note of it. Certainly good. Yeah, it seems like it, though. Some of the sticks, too. Probably go. There we go. Alright, what can I eat? I'll eat 3 of these. It's a good start. Exactly a gallon of water, too. That is satisfying to look at. Okay. Alright, let's get started. What's down here? Ugh. Calculus on the board there. I think I saw this, too, in one of my... There's a metal chair right there. The series that I did. Taking a look at this. Ugh. Limits, too. Ew. Gross. I'm gonna look away from that before I get a headache. See what's in here. Probably nothing too great. Better than what I expected. Nothing else here. Fine. Is that another... That is another accelerant. Cool. I'm gonna probably take the replacement fuse. I think it's 3 replacement fuses for the transmitter. Could be wrong. I think it is 3, though. And then 3 wires, which I'm sure we'll find as well. Okay. Wouldn't be surprised if there's nothing in this room. Yeah. Great. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Imagine getting stuck in a place like that before they added all the customization stuff. Oh, boy. That would have hurt. That would have not been good. Here's some wires. Take those. Alright. Examine the planes. I don't know if there's anything in here, though. Yeah. It's cool, though. Ooh. 100% too. Nice. I'm always here for that. Let's go get this other plane, too. Hypothermia risk healed. Not a big threat, though. Here we go. Alright, and I don't think there's going to be anything up here in the passenger, but we'll give it a check. Yeah, nothing. Alright, let's go over to the FAR helicopter over here. Search it out, and then we'll head over there in the corner and start working our way. There's a mountaineering rope. Interesting. Best find so far was the bag of chips. It's not saying too much. Alright. Let's take a peek in these lockers. Yeah, it's gonna be a common theme. Still expecting to find, though, some of that mill flour and that cooking oil. I do think it'll be in the kitchen. I don't think we're gonna have a problem finding those. Alright, let's hit these 2 rooms down here real quick. Might go ahead and get the lantern out just so I don't miss anything and so we can see. Let's get this up and running. We are kind of heavy. Just a little bit. Cured leather. Okay. Nothing else really over here. Yeah, not much. I don't recognize this room. This room might be new, the design. I don't know. Not too sure. Let's go into this room here, though. Reclaimed wood. Doesn't sound nice outside. You guys hear that? Doesn't sound great. A basket. Good on that. Alright. This room's done. Is there another room? Office, I think? Yep. Some of these drawers. Sometimes you can get a book. Maybe a candy bar. Nothing noteworthy, though. There's a book right there. I'll take it. Firewood definitely holds a special place in my heart. Just because I like the warmth in real life. Just nothing. My goodness. Like some barren loot containers right now. What's behind here? Oh, that's just... What is this? Oh, look at that. I would have never have guessed that those were that. Okay. Let's move upstairs now. Go up a flight. There is just this little area. Cotton toques sometimes can be around here. Oh, speaking of, play this game a little too much. Alright, let's go upstairs. This lantern is definitely helping, though, because it is dark right now. Alright. Just nothing. More cured leather, wow. I'm not too crazy about cured leather as I once was, just because of how common it can be to wash up along the shore. Oh, here we go. 41%, yikes. But you know what? Food's food. Some salt. I'm okay on the salt. Obviously, we can't really make... Oh, there's a little thing under there. Camber flight porridge. Fortify with fruits and syrup. Ooh, fruits and syrup now is something that we could manage to do. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not finding any mill flour, though, like I very much promised myself. Or cooking oil, for that matter. Probably won't find it anywhere in here if it's not in the kitchen. Acceptable broth. What's unacceptable broth? Is it just going to be like 0% conditioned? It probably is. Alright, well that broth is going to be quickly eaten. Unless I can make a soup out of it. I don't know. Probably could, actually. But I guarantee you that any soup we can make from the broth is going to require meat. And at that point, obviously, that's a very, very not viable food option for us. Sometimes you could find a rabbit in the shower here. I don't know if it was in this place. It was something wild. When I walked in, there's just a dead rabbit in the shower. I was like, okay, what are we doing? Nothing here. Yep. Ooh, hey. I'll take that. Oh, that looked like it was 0%. Where was that? 9%. Eek. Painkillers and bandages. Alright. Better than I expected. The one thing, though, that I'm still not finding is a sewing kit. That is the one thing. We'll find one eventually, but this was a pretty good spot for it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Got 3 or 4 remaining rooms left. This piece of cloth. Alright. Ooh. Excellent. All the food that we're finding, notice that? How it's all starting to tick down in condition a little bit. Used to be finding all those like 70 plus conditioned foods. Now it's all dwindling down. Anything behind here? No. Alright. Next. Doesn't seem like there's going to be too much here. Teddy bear. Not creepy at all. It doesn't look like there's anything here. Why don't I just, like, move you right here? Can I do that? Why can't I put you so far away, though? That's creepy. Does that mean I can grab him from there? I can put my lantern down there, too. That's funny. Alright. Let me lock in real quick. Let's see. Got some lockers here. But no loose items. Okay. Not a problem. Start here. A Summit soda too could be cool. Just a thought though. Oh, sewing kit. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nice. There's one thing I can do now. That is our first sewing kit of the far territory, by the way. Which seems crazy to say, but it is. Got my bedroll. Good. Would have been tragic if I did not have it. Would not have been the end, though, but it would have been unfortunate. We're just going to sleep in this little closet here. Alright, I'm going to turn this out. And I'm going to eat something. I'm just going to go ahead and eat the broth. That's not really a food I'm going to be too involved in, I fear. We'll eat this. Good. Probably could eat this, too. Not gonna lie. Let's see if that was good. Yep, good choice. Good choice. I wouldn't have done that, obviously, if I was not in a safe environment. That 9% ketchup chips, though, might be a poor choice. So we won't do that. Alrighty. 7 hours away? That's what I'm thinking. See what happens. Ooh, there's an aurora. Nice. Alright. Do want to just take a quick look around the place, maybe. Those wires don't look live, but... Oh, this is cool. Look at this. Yeah. Oops. Always press the wrong button for that. There we go. All right. Do another 5. Might sleep in a little bit. Doubt it, though. Think we'll wake up just at or near sunrise. Yeah, about near. Cool. And then insomnia's gone. Not that it was really ever a problem. I think in the last episode we got woken up once by it, and that was really all it had to say. So I'm cool with that. Alright, last room on this side before we're done with the place. About... It doesn't look like much is going to be happening either. There's a stained paper in there. Take it. We'll search all these. Does the desk have, yeah, maybe a few things to search, perhaps? And that'll be it. A little baseball right there. Might be a hot take, but I'm not a fan of baseball. I don't know. That's just something about it. It's a little boring, but it can be fun at times, definitely. Just like every sport. Alright. Yeah, here come a lot of the heavy weights again. There we go. I could probably get away with just leaving some sticks here. I'll take 5 with me, but a lot of this weight is going to come in the form of coal, and I'm actually going to leave those driving gloves there. Alright. Let's crack down on the inventory. 20 coal. Alrighty, so here's what's going to happen with the coal. We're going to drop 15 of it. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it, and that's all of our weight right there. I'll probably end up dropping like 4 of those. Maybe, let's just drop all of them. There we go. 83. Got a lot of water too, so that's why we're heavy. I also would like to go down here again. Actually, is there... Could have been maybe something that I missed over here, like a wire or something, because I do want to make a move on the transmitter box. We're going to see. That is so creepy, by the way. That is so creepy. There was like a wire line around. Thought I saw one on the ground. It could be in the basement, too. But I'm going to go into the basement. We're going to grab a battery, car battery. We're going to grab some fuses if we can find some. And we'll grab the remaining wires that I can find. I'm going to try to be quick about this because I do want to get moving. Not because of the time of day or anything, but just because of the food situation. Because we don't have all the food in the world. I'm going to drop this while I search for other things. Okay, maybe it wasn't in the basement. Alright, well, is what it is. Got my bedroll, got this. We'll get going. Could have swore I saw another wire here. It's probably upstairs on the other side of the place, which at that point I'm just not going to get it. We'll find more, I am sure. Alright though, walking this over to the transmitter box is going to be torture, but we got to do it. Wow. Air temperature's negative 43, by the way, without the wind. That's unbelievable. That is unreal cold. Some would argue Antarctic temperatures. Forget the Arctic. Alright, I'm gonna drop this right here real quick. I'm gonna comb all these other planes out here real fast. Gonna bank on the fact that there's gonna be nothing up on the cockpit area. Okay. Alright, let's get a move on. Get that back compartment too, I forgot. Ooh, ketchup chips. Hey, 79% too. Thank you for that. Nice. Oh, there's lockers above me too, but I don't know if those are accessible. Because every time you get into a helicopter, it seems like you're always just put on this side. It's okay. I bet there was nothing in there anyway. Right, we'll get to that other... Ooh, nice wires. I was looking for that. Some cloth right there. I'm going to grab up all the cloth too, because that's a nice thing to repair clothing with now, because we have that ability. Now let me look. Did I have a hook or a line? I did not, so a sewing kit is a welcomed find. Okay. Nothing over here. I'm going to check these two compartments. We're cold now. That's alright. We recovered a good bit of condition last night, so I'm not panicked. Alright. We do need scrap metal for repairing. Kind of forgot about that. Or not repairing, sorry, for the box. There's a fuse down there. Piece of coal, hey. Yeah, we need 5 scrap metal, so I will go back and grab some of that. I think I found... Was there a little bit over here, maybe? Okay, maybe not. That's alright, there'll be more. Actually, tell you what I'll do. I'll grab that. Did I search? Yep. Good. Trying to do a quick little brief overview. I don't think there's anything in here. Yeah, no. Okay. Alright, come here, battery. Let's get going. Brutally heavy. Don't know if I'll search all this. I guess I will real quick. I'm here. Might as well. Come on. Quick, quick, quick. Let's do it. Ooh, some gloves, but good on those. Nothing in the lockers, though. These people were not prepared. That is for sure. Alright, this headwind is absolutely outrageous. So I'm going to try to get in here. At least in here is warm. Warm up a little bit. I can hit these cars, too, from this side. Good chance for some food in here as well. Alright. Alright. Cool. Okay. We're warm in here. Excellent. I'm dropping this right now. And I'm also going to drop this. Time being. Let me eat those chips. Nice. Those sardines could be eaten right now, but I'm not gonna bother with it. Okay. Cool. Some fast film. I'm actually okay on that. I will not be taking that. Anything in the trash? Nope. Bathrooms. Nothing crazy. A lot of water. That's the real main reason why we're heavy. There's just so much water. Which is great. What is going on outside? So loud. Field 31, huh? Oh, this... Oh, I thought that was a granola bar. Unfortunate. They got 3 posters there, though. I like that. Cool. Alright, so in here, yes. Ooh, flask, hey. I don't know if I necessarily want to take you with me, though. Decent down vest and good. I don't really think I want to take that flask with me, but it is certainly a nice find, regardless. Ooh, that's a great find. We needed that. What was it, 76%? Ours is 83%. This one's a better color, though. I like the red little pattern with it. I could just take both, but I don't think that's very practical. So I'll just put that there. What did I grab? Yes, it was the thermal underwear. So that completes our clothing set, which is just awesome. That is very, very nice. Another sewing kit. Cool. Excellent, some may say. Flare shell, I'm good on that. Would like some more scrap metal, though. Passed up a lot of that on my walk over here. Good on that. This is another car battery. Put that right there. Alright. I've got all my tools, so if I do have to break some stuff down for some metal, I absolutely can. I'm not even going to search those cars out. I'm just going to go. To be honest. Can I tear this down? No. Looks like I cannot. That is okay. Let's get this fuel out of there. There we go. Alright, 94 pounds. It's just over here. Am I going to be able to... Probably not. Probably not. We got to drop some stuff. Drop all the torches here. And then I will... It's going to be a quick run over there. So we're going to run right back here. Yep. Just a quick run. That's all. I'm going to drop the battery over by the transmitter. I don't know if I'll have enough scrap metal, but like I said, that whole hacksaw should take care of the trick if we got to break some stuff down. Oh, there's a lot of scrap metal here. Nice. Okay, they literally just give you everything here. Cool. Alright, well, I'm going to drop that there then. So many car batteries. Another replacement fuse. Cool. And some wires. Alright. Let's go back. If I knew there was going to be all of that there, I wouldn't have bothered to drag over a battery, but it is what it is. I'd rather be prepared than not. Alright. Just going to grab it all. The time of day, it's still early and it's very cold, so what I might do is I might sleep an hour in here, just so I can maybe grab a save point real fast. 46. Is it different in here? No, still 46. Alright. Well, I'm just going to sleep an hour, recover a little bit of temperature, get a save point, and I think I'm going to leave it there. So in the next episode, we will head over to the transmitter. We'll get that box all repaired. Looks like there's a blizzard outside. Or not even that, it's just windy. But we'll get that box all prepared up and ready to go. And we'll head into the tower and grab the shortwave radio. And hopefully be on the way to Sundered Pass in the next episode. So if you all made it this far, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you all in the next episode.